as she loves the paintings of old Mexican communists like Diego Rivera.
Take her out, the night is over, masquerading, getting older.
Now, sitting in the lounge room next to her, you've got to remind yourself that Madonna is almost 37. She's in good shape, maybe a bit too much makeup. A vegetarian, no drugs, an exercise freak. She's reported to be worth over $150 million. Whether you like her or not, Madonna is an icon, alongside Elvis and Marilyn Monroe.
Madonna, thank you for inviting us to your home. It's very kind of you.
You're welcome.
Now, you've not had cameras here before, television cameras?
No. It's a virgin house.
A virgin house, is it?
Yes.
So this is the house I keep reading about, the one that you painted and upset the neighbours?
Yeah. Yes, I upset the neighbors by painting my house something besides white. Apparently white is the color your house is supposed to be in California, I guess. It's actually taken from a style of painting that they have in Italy. A lot of the houses in an area in southern Italy called Siena, they have villas everywhere, and they're all painted stripes like that. So my brother went to Siena, he saw it, and that's where he got the idea to do it.
But not Hollywood?
No. I just brought a touch of Italy to California.
Is this, again, part of being Madonna, like that anything you do, someone's going to go upset?
Yeah, I guess so, because I don't usually do very conventional things. So, on the one hand, people expect me to not do conventional things, or to do unconventional things. On the other hand, every time I do something, everyone sort of gets their feathers ruffled, so...
I take it you didn't do it to try and...
No, please. Yeah, I wanted people picketing my gate, my front gate.
Now, again, being Madonna, someone this morning tried to, or someone around here, does that go with the...
The territory of being famous?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most celebrities have to deal with people getting obsessed with them and hanging out for their house.
Does that trouble you, living in a place like Los Angeles?
Well, it happens to me everywhere, even places I don't live, so... I mean, people that are really into you follow you wherever you go, when you're on tour, when you're traveling around and stuff. I see the same people everywhere. Not psychos or anything like that. I mean, just fans, like kind of obsessive fans who sort of go everywhere you go. Like you're like in one part of the world, you go somewhere else, you're like, oh my God, this person is standing in the front row of the concert. You know, you're in South America, then you go to France and they're there too. Then you go to Israel, they're there too. Then you go to Australia and they're there too. It's like, God, don't they have to work? But it just comes with the territory. I don't really think about it. If I think about it too much, I think, you know, it would bother me.
What's the best thing about being Madonna? We talked about the bad things. What's the best thing?
The best thing?
Yeah.
Like, what do I like best about myself? My resilience, my survival instincts. I think that's one of my strong points.
But how about being Madonna?
I don't think there is a best thing about it, because once you achieve a certain amount of fame, you're suddenly like public domain, and everything that's said about you and believed about you is nowhere near the truth. It's like a monster that goes on by itself, and you have nothing to say, and so much is public perception that builds and builds and snowballs into something that ends up being completely what you're not. And I couldn't think that there's anything good about that, because I'm forever meeting people and they're always saying to me, God, you're not anything like I thought you'd be, you know. And I think that has a lot to do, that's part of being famous. I don't think that's good at all.
Being so popular, I mean, anyone who can sell 100 million albums has to have a success formula, don't you? But
formula?
Well, has to be successful. Yeah, no formula. But that's difficult for people to know, isn't it? You tend to think, especially in our societies, that if you're popular, you then become a target for the critics, don't you?
Yeah.
As though being popular was easy.
Yeah, I think what people fail to realize is how much guts it takes to do what we do, what any artist does. I mean, I don't think people just see a finished product all the time. They hear the record, they see the movie, whatever, but they're not there on the day-to-day, you know, living experience. They don't understand what you go through. Nobody does. And you know what? They don't need to. But I think when people sit around and rip people to shreds when they see their art or whatever, I think it would do them all a bit of good. And I'm not just speaking about myself. If they could just try and sit down and realize how much work goes into anything and how much guts it takes to put yourself on the line and say, here's my work, here's my heart and soul.